Hey, what's going on? My name is Regan Thompson. Welcome to Formulate Freedom. I created this website and YouTube channel to document my journey building businesses and share my thoughts and ideas about building businesses with other people in the hopes that it might help them or unlock some ideas for them. One day I got super carried away writing a blog post called How to Formulate Freedom. It turned into almost like an ebook. It's up on my website. There's many different posts within it. This video is just me going over the content section and getting into how you can use content to help your business, or how you can make making content your business itself. So, getting into it. When you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. That is a quote by Meredith Hill. And my flip on this famous quote is, the smaller the niche, the further the reach. So the more concentrated and specific your content is, the easier it will be for your customers to find it and find you. So the first example is doing what you love as content. So as a scooter rider and a scooter company owner, my main method of marketing for the last 10 years has been to film my friends and myself riding our scooters and put the videos on YouTube where other scooter riders naturally come across it, see how we ride our scooters, and occasionally decide they want the same scooters as the ones that we're riding in the videos, which are specifically designed for doing the kind of tricks that we do. And I've survived off this method since 2011, so I can guarantee in the right settings that it actually works. The beauty of this example is that even if it didn't work, I'd still be having a lot of fun along the way. So this is where it really helps to run a business that you love and do something that you love, because even if business doesn't go that well, you're still enjoying the process and reaping a lot of rewards regardless. And also, if you love what you're doing, you're much more likely to last through the initial grind until you actually start making money. And the next example I've got in here is valuable information as content. So valuable information as content is one of the easiest ways to assert authority in an industry and stand out among competitors. If I'm comparing, for example, two yard maintenance companies, and one of them has the presence of a YouTube channel or social media account that's full of genuinely informative videos explaining why they do what they do and why they love what they do, that's going to inspire a lot of confidence in me as a potential customer. People think they need to create entertaining content with high production value, but I actually disagree. There is a time and place for that, but it's not when you're starting out. The biggest hack in the content game is actually providing valuable information to people. What questions are people asking? What is something that people often get confused about? When people develop new hobbies or interests, it's very hard to avoid going on an online deep dive into the industry or hobby that they're getting into. I've done it with lawn care, golf, surfing, Zen gardens, and a variety of other things. So what is the first question a newcomer to your industry will type into Google or YouTube? When I first started golfing, I literally watched a video about how to position my golf clubs in the golf bag. It turns out I was doing it completely wrong, and correcting it actually made a big difference. And I always remember that. It stuck out, and I think of the person in that video as an authority in the golf industry now, just because very early on in my journey, I received some really valuable information from that person. It's an easy way to stick out as someone of value and authority in your industry. The next example that I've got here is podcasting content. So sometimes I make podcasts with my friends about how much we love freestyle scootering, and people have told me that listening to these podcasts has actually made them go to my website, buy new parts, and then go riding. Now, that is not why I make the podcast. I genuinely love scootering so much that me and my friends constantly talk about it for hours, whether we're recording or not. So the podcast and then conversion to a sale is genuinely a byproduct of capturing and sharing a passion and obsession. When you build a product around something you wholeheartedly love, you naturally make very specific content that you genuinely enjoy making, which also happens to resonate with customers extremely well. So now, when someone comes to my industry or hears about my brand or shop, there's over 20 hours of in-depth conversations between me and my friends, so any newcomer can just go down that rabbit hole. And the next example I've got in here is Skatepark reviews as content. So it's very common for skaters, scooter riders, BMXers, etc. to look up a skate park online before going there. To be honest, I wouldn't even go to a skate park without giving it a quick Google. Over the years, I've gone to various skate parks and filmed reviews of them, to give people who might be keen to visit them an even better look at the skate park than what they'd get from the couple pictures that are on Google. These video reviews now spring to the top of Google when people search up the names of these skate parks. So this puts me and my scooter store right in front of this person when they're sitting on their phone or computer eager to ride their scooter. So that's a pretty high intent browser. It showed my store to thousands of people, generating thousands of visits to my website and making thousands of dollars in sales, that's just a low guess. And the best part about this is I had fun making the videos. It's something that I would enjoy even doing, even if it didn't generate sales for my business. And the last one that I've got up here is product reviews as content. So despite how popular this method is already for gaining attention online, I actually still think it's underrated. Watching product reviews of products that you have no business actually buying is part of the fun of a deep dive into a new hobby. I've been making them on and off for years, and a big game changer for me was when I filmed a product review of a new scooter deck that came out, and one of my friends told me that in the video I actually held up the product in a certain way that showed him, the viewer, a specific section of the product that wasn't shown in the product photos that were listed on my website. And having seen just that little snippet, seeing it from that right angle is exactly what he wanted to see. It answered the question that he had about the product, and then he just instantly went and made the purchase. I've seen people build multi-million-dollar empires off the back of product reviews. So whether you're trying to drive sales to your own product, your own store, or garner attention to sell ad spots to other brands and stores, product reviews should not be underestimated as a form of digital leverage. So obviously there is infinitely more examples of how you can use content to help your business or even make a business. That's just the few that came to mind for me when I was originally writing this mega blog post. And another one that just comes to mind as I'm going over this and filming this is what I'm doing right now, which is trying to reach other people who want to start businesses. So the way that I'm making content about how to start businesses, that's what the whole How to Formulate Freedom website is. That's just a perfect example of me putting it out there into the internet algorithm, everything I know about how to start a business, just making content about that in general so that it can connect me to other people who are looking to start a business. It will naturally get to the people that like to see it. That the algorithm kind of does the work for you. So I hope those examples have been helpful in some way to you. If you want to read more from the How to Formulate Freedom mega blog post, it's on www.formulatefreedom.com. Again, my name is Regan Thompson. Thank you for listening. Bye.